your life, and it'll change things. Begin to think about and work on, what am I gifted at? What am I good at? What am I passionate at? How could I turn that into a business? How could I turn that into a cause? What are some of my natural gifts and blessings, and how do I leverage those into solving other people's problems? Great businesses solve people's problems. How can my gifts, my blessings turn into a business that can solve people's problems? The next step is being a leader. You have to decide that you want to lead. You have to step forward. That means not being like everybody else in your school. I don't care if you're in 6th grade or you're in college right now. It's being a leader. It's not being one of the guys. It's not being part of the pack. It's being different than other people. It's thinking different than other people. It's learning early in life that other people's approval, your friends, your buddies liking everything you do and believing in everything you do is not going to get you where you want in life. It's being a leader. It's being a visionary. It's being unique. It's stepping out. And when you're young, you're going to take criticism for it. The next thing is you got to work on your self-confidence, right? You got to become more confident. You know, when you're listening to this, it's something you don't have enough of. Self-confidence is the process, listen to me, of keeping the promises that you make to yourself. When you begin to make a promise, I'm going to get up at a certain time, or I'm going to clean my room, I'm going to get a certain grade, I'm going to study, I'm going to do something, deliver on the promise you make to yourself. Not what you promise your parents or you promise your friends, what you promise you. When you begin to stack what you promise yourself and you deliver on it, you begin to build a reputation with yourself that you can trust you, and that will serve you the rest of your life when you trust and you like you. That's self-confidence. Keep the promises you make to yourself. Your self-worth begins to change, and you believe over the time in your life, I deserve to win. I deserve to be different. The next thing is this. You got to take some steps. You got to take some actions.
Find a way to be enthusiastic, knowing that maybe the universe, God, whatever you believe in, is putting you through your trial run to deserve that. And then the next thing, I love this phrase, I've been saying it for about 6 months, success tax.
Yeah, I heard you say it earlier.
You know what I love about that? Somebody told to me, I didn't make it up, but I found my own version of it. It's like, we all want to make more money. We all want to feel significance, abundance, freedom. But most people aren't willing to pay it. So a great analogy I've been using is, if you're in a band and you play the guitar and you write songs, it would be amazing to be at Madison Square Garden, 50,000 people singing your song, you're out in the front of the stage. I mean, could anything be more euphoric, right? But everybody would want that. But who's willing to play the guitar when no one's watching till your hands hurt? Who's willing to pack up a van that barely runs and drive to dive bar after dive bar playing where people are booing you? Most people aren't willing to put in the success tax to pay. And I said, what if you just visualized, whether you believe in God, whatever you believe in, that there's an auditor, a success auditor. And you go, okay, Ed started with lives in a ghetto. Okay, but he's still positive every day. Wow, he's still respectful. Wow, he tried that first business and his first partner screwed him over, took all the money and left. Wow, he still got up the next day, still inspiring other people, still not a jerk. Check. Check. What if you got to check off 10 boxes before you get to the other side? Because once you get to the other side, it opens up like Ed's amazing backyard. There's not many people playing at that level. Like, everybody thinks it's so competitive up here. It's not. Because you guys are all fighting over crumbs, and I don't mean that disrespectfully, but all I'm saying is, when you said, like, put in the success tax and know you're going to fail, know it's going to go sideways, but it's worth it. And those two things combined, love what you do and put in the success tax, and then all of a sudden, because I've been framing it more than ever, the success tax, when it goes sideways, I'm like, man, I just checked another box. I just checked another box, and all of a sudden I found a way to be enthusiastic.
Bro, that is a couple of my favorite things I've ever heard, honestly.
you.